What's going on, everybody? This is Joe.
And Amy.
And we are back with the fifth and final part of our Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering Play Booster Box opening. This being our fifth and final sealed pool of the box. If you have not watched the other ones, you get 5 sealed pools per box because it is 6 packs per sealed pool. And there are 30 packs in a box. So we have 6 more packs to go in the entire box. If you have missed the other videos, I highly encourage you to go check them out because they've been really amazing. We've gotten at least one good hit, and by that I mean like value-wise or excitement-wise, per opening, I would say, which is pretty good in terms of the distribution in the box, so that's fun. And let's see if we can keep that streak going in this fifth and final video.
Yes, I'm praying we can.
Me too. Also, because we've been doing sealed pools, we try to talk about like what kind of a deck we would make if we opened this as a sealed, whether it be pre-release or what have you. So if you have thoughts on that, we would love to hear from you, or anything else that you have thoughts on in the comments down below.
Absolutely.
But we start with the Dragoon's Wyvern. This is a good one. I like this art too. It's very cute. Gallicat, lots of flying. Flying is very important. Suplex, good removal.
I love that art. It's so cool.
Yeah, he's about to suplex a train. We have
ridiculous,
It's very, very ridiculous. I'll agree with that. A Namazu Trader.
Yeah.
I know you like these guys.
Tickle 'em.
We have a Precious Wanderings if we're doing a, this is just a fine card in general, especially if you need some fixing. But it's obviously very, very good in the red-green landfall strategy. We have a Lunatic Pandora.
Wow.
A Crossroads Village, speaking of good fixing. This would be quite helpful if we needed to splash a particular color or any color.
This art so much.
Do you?
The realtor in me, it gets so happy when I see this art.
Sure, yeah. It's a whole village because you like a lot of the town card, or not a lot. Well, yeah, most of the town cards, I think. And so this is a whole village. Really, really cool. We have an Albed Salvagers as our first uncommon. I don't know if we got to that one quickly or not. It's hard to tell. We have Quistis Trep as our second uncommon from Final Fantasy VIII. If you're interested in seeing us play through Final Fantasy VIII, new episodes are coming out every Wednesday over on Video Games for All. Link down in the description box below, so we highly encourage you to go check that out. We have a Gladiolus Amicitia as our third uncommon, and it's a Gruul card.
Nice.
Cares about the landfall. It helps you with landfall. So if that is the type of deck that we end up being in, this card definitely gets in. It's a very, very good one. But
helps you with vegetable peeling.
It does look like, yeah, so it was in like Battle for Zendikar or something. There was a creature or a set of humans that had swords that looked like vegetable peelers, and this one is it's similar to that.
Yeah,
obviously,
it's not exactly the same, but it's close.
Well, that's because this is from Final Fantasy, that was from Magic, so
yeah.
It's the same general idea, I guess, behind the look of the sword. But those are our first 3 uncommons. After the first 3 uncommons, if you're unfamiliar with how it works in play booster packs, the next card could be a number of different things. It could be another uncommon. It could be a flip card. It could be a rare. It could be a mythic. So our next card is a flip card in Vanille, Cheerful Icy, which flips into the top half of Ragnarok Divine Deliverance, which I believe in the entire box, obviously not in this particular opening video, but I think we got the bottom half of this in a different video that we did. So somewhere else in the box, we got the other half of this meld card. It is the only meld card in this whole set.
This card looks freaking crazy, man.
Yeah, I love it. I really, really love it. It's really awesome. And then, so that was an uncommon. And so behind that, our rare or mythic is... Ooh, very good one. In Dion, Bahamut's Dominant. Okay, I mean, speaking of flip cards, right? But this is a rare, or our rare. And Dion flips into... Because it is Bahamut's Dominant, it flips into Bahamut, Warden of Light. 5/5 flying Saga Dragon creature, legendary enchantment creature, with 3 chapters. Very, very nice. This card, if we can play it, we absolutely should. This card is insanely good. Behind it, our foil is Amy. Look, it's a foil airship crash.
Whoa.
The new version of Broken Wings in this set.
Yeah.
You love a good Broken Wings.
Yeah, but not on an airship.
Well, I guess. The foiling pattern's kind of interesting. The ship itself is foil, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, that does look really good.
Right? I like that. Behind it, our land is Baron Airship Kingdom. Ironic.
No, that would look good in foil.
Sure. And that is the blue-red land, dual land. So very, very nice. As well as a bird token / wizard token. I do like the wizard strategy. That is a lot of fun to play that one. Our second pack out of our final 6 packs of this whole box. We start with a Paladin's Arms. I mean, nice to see good white cards following opening Dion. That's good. We have a Sabo Tender. I like this card a lot, actually. An Undercity Dire Rat.
Gross.
Yeah, well.
Look at it.
A Chocobo Kick. You want to look at it?
No, it's fine.
Okay. Chocobo Kick. Dreams of Laguna. This is a good one.
Yeah.
And also from Final Fantasy VIII. Vincent's Limit Break. Speaking of which Final Fantasies these are from, this is from Final Fantasy VII. And if you want to see us play through Final Fantasy VII, that is also available over on Video Games for All. That game we have completed. 8 we are working our way through. And we highly encourage you to check both of those playthroughs out. Link down in the description box below. It was a lot of fun playing through 7. A lot of fun. Vincent's Limit Break is here. We have an Iron Giant, not to be confused with the movie. Ooh, we have one of the Through the Ages cards in Squall Leonhart with, aka the reskin of Danitha Capuchin Paragon.
Wow.
This is a very good card. It cares about aura and equipment spells, making them cheaper, and he has First Strike, Vigilance, and Lifelink.
Jeez.
And then if you equip him, which it encourages you to do, he could get better. And notably, mono white. So to go with Dion that we already have, this is a very, very good card. Now, that is not necessarily considered an uncommon. It takes the place of a common in the pack. So we now go to our uncommons with Circle of Power.
Wow.
Awesome. A Thief's Knife, another one of the Job Select equipment. We didn't really call out that they were Job Select when we saw some of the other equipment, but still, a Thief's Knife, and a Torgal, a Fine Hound. Now, notably, Dion and Squall are both humans, and not only is Torgal a 2-mana 2/2 that taps to add 1 mana of any color, but it says whenever you cast your first human creature spell each turn, that creature enters with an additional +1/+1 counter on it for each dog and or wolf you control. And this, of course, is a wolf. Yes. So it means every human we play enters with another counter on it. And again, we have Dion and Squall.
Cool.
So, very, very good card, even just on its own. But with the fact that we have at least 2 humans, very good. After our third uncommon, our next card is... Ooh, good one. Summon Primal Odin.
Whoa.
Double black, 6 mana, but this card's insane. It's a 5/3 saga creature that destroys one of our opponent's creatures as soon as it enters. And then on the second turn, if Odin attacks... Well... I should say when Odin attacks, because you should attack with it. If it hits the opponent, they lose the game.
Wow. That's kind of fucked.
I mean, you know as well as I do what happens with Odin, right? He comes out and he kills instantly. That's what he does. So that's, very, very cool. So, again, if we could play this card, it's quite good. Behind it, are we to the foil already? We are. It is a foil common in Cornered by Black Mages.
That is so pretty.
It really is. You know, sometimes like black cards that are like really shadowy are not great in terms of foiling pattern or whatever, but this one gets the job done.
Stunning.
Quite nice. Okay.
I actually really like the shadows in this one because it's such a stark contrast to
Yeah.
the bright light.
It worked very, very well.
Yeah, I've seen this card as not foil, and I've seen it as foil. I really love it as foil,
Yeah,
even though
it's-
there are so many cards that I don't like as foil because they just come out too dark.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And like I said, it tends to be a lot of black cards because of how dark they tend to be because of
Yeah.
the motif and the style of it, but
Right.
this one's really nice. I mean, obviously the bright shining light right there is it helps quite a bit.
Helps, yeah.
Okay, and then our land. Ooh, another foil. And it's a foil town in Windurst, Federation Center.
Ooh,
I mean, this is gorgeous in foil.
yeah. Those bright ones, they look real good.
Exactly. Yeah, the background's phenomenal on that. I like that a lot. And then we have a hero/wizard again token. Not bad. I mean, so far, if we want to play all our rares, we just play white and black, but, you know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's what the support cards are lending themselves to. Obviously, white and green would be really nice with that Torgal, but we shall see what the rest of these packs have for us. We are on pack 3 of 6. Commune with some beavers, Amy.
Well, we were talking about green, so
Yeah, that's true.
this art is just ridiculous to me.
They're so cute. They're so little and pudgy. I love them. We have an Ice Flan, very nice. The Land Cycler in blue. We have a Coral, which is a cat beast. That's look, I would absolutely play this card. It is very, very good. I just don't like saying it or pronouncing its name. Call the Mountain Chocobo. Incredible card for the Landfall deck. We haven't seen a lot of support for that yet, but still a very good card for that. We have a Quatrub Forayer. I'm not a big fan of this card personally.
I feel like I've never even heard of it.
Well, we don't play it when we stream every Monday. Right here on this channel at 8 p.m. Eastern, we play some Magic the Gathering Arena on Magic Monday. We'd love to have you join us. Yeah, I don't usually play this card because it's, yeah, thank you. It's just not that good in my opinion. So,
Yeah.
and to kind of reinforce that fact, you haven't seen it or you don't recognize it because our opponents don't play it either.
Right.
So,
Exactly.
ooh, this card you know,
Yeah.
and you love this guy.
I do.
It's the Gubu Gardener.
Tickle 'em.
2 mana 1/3, which means it's a pretty decent blocker to begin with, and it taps for mana, which, I mean, what else do you want? Really, really cool card, and again, helping us ramp ourselves if we want. And if we're in green and white, we already have the lands for it. Like, this could work out quite nicely. We have another Crossroads Village.
Cool.
Really like wanting to help us splash for something, but I don't know what we would need to splash for, but I guess we still have 3 more packs to find out, or 4 more packs to find out, really.
Sure.
Ooh, Orin's Inspiration. I genuinely don't think we've seen a lot of this card. Maybe 2 in the whole set of all the, like, you know, cards and stuff that I've opened for this set. +2/+0 to our attacking creatures until end of turn, and then we can flash it back for 4 instead of 3. Not bad. I love this art so much.
Yeah, it's gorgeous, actually.
Yeah, I mentioned we have not gotten to the game, the Final Fantasy game that this art is from, but we will. And it just, if you know the story of the set of the game, it makes this art even cooler. But like, it just looks cool. So like, you don't need to understand like the backstory behind it to know that this art's cool.
Right.
But that's our first uncommon. We have Overkill, very good card, as our second uncommon. And a Prompto Argentum as the third. This card's fine. I'm not, like, in love with it, but it's pretty good. I mean, if we were playing red, it would get in, but I'm not thinking that this would make me go out of my way to go for it, whereas Overkill might. But behind our 3 uncommons, our next card is... Ooh, wow. Okay. Zodiarch Umbral God.
Whoa.
5
Why
black
does he look
pips.
like he's in the internet?
Oh, I like that. I don't know, but that's really funny. But a 5 black pip, 5/5 indestructible god. I mean, look, if we could make this work, don't forget we have Odin as well. This card's great. Dion and Squall, both mono white, or I should say a single white pip for each of them. Interesting.
I mean, this is a lot of freaking pips for this.
Correct. So it would be like, black and white, but like heavy black, light white, that kind of thing. Maybe. I don't know. This is interesting. Behind it, I don't think we're to the foil yet. There's something else here. It is another rare in Kuja, Genome Sorcerer, and it is a double-sided card that flips into Trance Kuja, Fate Defied. Very nice. We haven't seen like amazing red yet. So even though this is a part black rare, I don't know if we would be splashing red for this thing, but it does care about wizards we control, and we did see the cornered by black mages and stuff like that, so there are some options. Do you like this art?
Very much.
It's gorgeous. I love the colors, right? It's like very purpley for black and red, and the red accents work really well here too.
Yeah.
Behind it, our foil is... Ooh, nice one. A foil uncommon in Eject. Very, very good card. And the foiling pattern is very nice.
Ooh.
And it's Aerith from Final Fantasy VII. Very cool. Yeah, this is a great card. Behind Eject, our land is a full art island. Not bad. Not a dual land, not a fixing land, but still not bad at all for an island. And a hero/bird token. Okay, we are halfway through our final opening of this box. 3 more packs to go. Oh no, why are you giving me trouble? There we go. Okay. We are to the bottom row. We start with a Black Mage's Rod. Very good card. Absolutely gets in if we're in black, as long as we're not splashing, but we wouldn't be splashing. We have 2 very good black rares. We have another Airship Crash, which notably not only does it have cycling, right, which helps if they don't have any, like for Broken Wings, right, the problem with it is you don't typically put it in the main deck because if they don't have a creature with flying, it's just a dead card in your hand.
Of course.
But... this also could destroy an artifact or an enchantment, just to give you a lot of different options of okay, if they don't have a flyer, maybe they have an artifact. If they don't have a flyer or an artifact, maybe they have an enchantment. Right. Especially in this set where saga creatures are a thing, right? So they're much more prevalent. Plus, there's a whole deck that cares about artifacts. But also, this has cycling. So it pays you off for if they don't have anything with flying or any artifacts or any enchantments, you could still cycle this thing and draw a card. So
that card is amazing.
They just really want you to be able to put this card in your main deck, especially because with Arena, people are playing best of one instead of typically when you would play sealed, like at a pre-release or something, it would be best of 3 and you could sideboard this in. You now don't have the luxury of sideboarding if you're only playing on Arena, and so they want to give you cards now that kind of take that away because sideboarding isn't a thing anymore.
Right.
We have a Retrieve the Esper. Again, we haven't seen a ton of good blue, but Retrieve the Esper is an interesting card. We have Fate of the Suncrest. Love this one. If we're playing white, it gets in. A Mysidian Elder. Okay. I mean, again, I talked about really liking the Wizards deck or the Wizards strategy. It is typically red-black, and so this is the card that you want or one of the cards that you want in that deck. But again, I haven't seen a lot of good red. We do have a lot of good black. We have another Vincent's Limit Break. I actually personally don't like this card. I've talked about that quite a bit when we've streamed. But I mean, if I need a 23rd, it might get in. But otherwise, I'm not a big fan personally. We have a World Map. Not bad at all. Again, helps for fixing, which I feel like splashing is going to be very tough, especially if we're anywhere near black and we need 5 black pips. This is not really going to help us out a lot. So, ooh. Whoa, I don't think I've seen this card yet.
Nice.
In this set. That's crazy.
Yeah, very cool.
Crystal of Altar Cave and it is the reskin from the Through the Ages bonus sheet of Chromatic Lantern.
Oh.
So it makes all of our lands tap to add 1 mana of any color, and it itself taps to add 1 mana of any color.
Wow.
That is amazing art. It is from Final Fantasy III, it looks like. Very, like I said, I literally don't think I've seen this card yet from this set. Didn't know it was a thing. Wow, okay. Behind it, our first uncommon, I love this card so much, is Black Waltz number 3. Very, very good. We have a Rydia's Return as the second uncommon, and Rinoa Heartilly as the third. Very nice. So because of the Through the Ages card, I think we're going to go straight to our rare or mythic at this point. But our next card is... I was right. We have Memories Returning. Another Final Fantasy VIII card. So this from Final Fantasy VIII and this from Final Fantasy VIII. Memories Returning. I love this art. I think it's super cute. I think with the things that we've opened so far, there's like very little chance I'm playing this card. But still, the art is adorable. Behind it, our foil is, speaking of, I was saying that we're not playing blue, and then we open a blue foil, which I noticed this with some of the cards that I opened in our big opening video that we did for our sponsor store, Champion Card Collector in Poughkeepsie, New York. I didn't, that was not meant to be a plug, a shameless plug. But if you look at this card, I don't know if you all can see it on camera, because I did not go back and check, but I'll pass it to Amy and she can confirm or deny. The thing with this foil, and like I said, some of the other foils that I have seen, there's like a grid in the background that's not meant to be there, because if you look at a couple of other foil Sawagans, like, they're not going to be like this. So like I said, I'll pass this over to Amy and she can confirm or deny. Behind it, we have a full art Wastes as well. Do you see that grid that I'm talking about? If you look in like the blue section here, you see those like squares? Or no?
I see like lines kind of, but it doesn't look like squares.
Oh, okay.
Maybe if it was very smashed and diagonal. So I don't think I'm seeing what you're talking about.
Yeah, see how the lines, you see the lines go like that, and then they also go like this. They go, they make squares, they make a grid. It's weird. It's a printing error that has occurred with some foils, but not all. And I think this might be the first one that I've seen out of this box. But anyway, like I said, I don't know how well you can see it on camera. I told Amy to check in this area here to look for it. But anyway, whatever. Behind it, again, we have a full art Wastes and a hero/treasure token. Just something I noticed. We have 2 more packs to go, 2/3 of the way through. Let's see what we get out of these last 2 packs. I mean, I'm glad to have gotten the crystal. And again, we got 2 cards from the bonus sheet in this opening. So that's really cool. There was either the last opening or the one before it. We got a bunch of those cards. So anyway, we have another Cornered by Black Mages. I really think we're heavy black, maybe splash white at best.
Oh, wow. Okay.
There's another Gubu Gardener, though. I'll have to double check our green. Like, Torgal seems cool, but if we don't have any other good green, then it's really not worth it. But our white seems good. So there's that. Maybe we forego the white if it's just Dion and Squall and like Fate of the Suncrist, and instead go black-red so that we can do the wizard strategy. But we have another Gubu Gardener. We have a Scorpion Sentinel. I don't hate this card, obviously not for this opening, but I think this is just a good card in general. We have another Coral. This is a good card. We've gotten 2 of these now. I would probably play both, right? 2-mana 2/2s with upside are great in limited. We have a Call the Mountain Chocobo again. See, another one of these. Now, we haven't noticed a lot of landfall cards. Like we had the Gruul Gold card, but like we're not playing green and red and black. So Call the Mountain Chocobo probably not good enough. Or not good enough for our strategy, at least, because that's not really what we're trying to do. We have a Magic Pot. A White Auracite. Love this card. Okay. That's good. If we're in white, this gets in, no question. We have a Grahatia as our first uncommon. Not bad at all. Doesn't necessarily pull me away from... Well, definitely doesn't pull me away from black. We still might be black-white. and we could be black-red still. We have a Tonberry. Very nice. This one, a little tougher. If you get this late, this card is bad. Very, very bad, because it just sits there for 2 turns and does nothing, and it's only first strike, death touch on our turn. So, behind it we have Zidane, Tantalus Thief. Interesting one. I mean, again, we're not at any point in this deck going to have red and white, so we're not going to be able to play this card, but still. And then our next card, because that was 3 uncommons, our next card is a Sleep Magic, another uncommon. Again, not playing blue, but not a bad card at all. And so our rare or mythic is Ishgard the Holy Sea.
Whoa.
So it is one of the rare lands with an adventure on it. The adventure is Faith and Grief. Return up to 2 target artifact and or enchantment cards from your graveyard to your hand. We don't have a lot of artifacts and enchantments that I recall seeing, so I don't think this necessarily pushes us in that direction. But of course, you all have the benefit of going back and looking at the video before leaving your comment to say what type of a deck you would make. But like I said, I don't recall a lot of artifacts and enchantments to make this worth it. And if literally all it's going to be is a land that enters tapped and taps for white, it's just a worse plains. So I wouldn't play it unless we could utilize the adventure. Behind it, our foil, yes, is a foil common in Preish's Wanderings.
Nice.
Okay, I mean, not a bad card. Again, better in a landfall strategy, which we are not doing. We are not having a part of here because we don't have a lot of landfall cards. But Preish's Wandering is still a pretty cool card as our foil. Our land is Vector, Imperial Capital, and
sick.
It's fixing for the 2 colors that I've said that I might want to be, so that's not bad. And a hero / treasure token. Also, can I point out that this is a hero like this isn't a wizard, really? It's like it's got like a witch's hat on. Isn't a witch just like in certain properties just the female version of a wizard? Like, you know, it's just anyway, whatever. Moving on. We have 1 more pack to go, everybody. 1 more pack to go. I just feel like in a set where you have heroes and wizards, maybe don't make your hero look like a damn witch. But anyway, that's fine.
Wow. Okay.
We have an item shopkeep. A Malboro absolutely gets in. Land cycler for swamp. Maybe you need that 2nd swamp for something, or your 5th swamp for Zodiark. This is a great card to help you do that. We have a Bard's Bow. Not a bad card at all. We have a Stuck in Summoner's Sanctum. You're Not Alone. Laughing Mad. Adventurer's Airship. Obviously, Laughing Mad gets in if we're in red. Phantom Train. I don't know about this card. 4 mana, 4/4 trample. You have to sack something to give this a counter and have it become a creature until end of turn. So
yeah, so it can fight back against the guy who's
suplexing it.
Yeah.
Yes, but the issue is you have to feed it a creature each time you want to attack with it, because it can't be crewed, even though it's a vehicle. It can only be fueled by sacking a creature or an artifact, to be fair. But still, because we haven't seen a ton of artifacts, you're mostly going to be sacking a creature to it. And I just don't think that this is the deck. Like, I haven't seen a lot of like creatures that are able to come back from the graveyard or like give you benefits for stuff like that. So that's a little tough. Obviously, we had the red-white uncommon guy that can steal one of their things, but like then it's a 2-card combo and they're both uncommon. Like, I don't know. I'm not really high on this card, even if we are playing heavy black. But that's our first uncommon. We have Ring of the Lucii as our second. I would possibly play this card. I mean, we want to get up to Primal Odin, but it doesn't help us with Zodiark, so I don't know. It's not a bad card as a tapper, though. And a Shantoto, Tactician Magician. Again, if we're going black-red, this is red-blue, so that won't help us. But still, look at how cute it is.
Yeah, it is.
A Dwarf Wizard. But it means that our next card after our 3 uncommons is a side quest card collection. Okay, I mean, again, you know what? It's so weird. Like, I commented so often on how our blue wasn't great, and then we started opening some pretty good blue cards. I still feel like I would lean towards black-red, but obviously, if you disagree, we want to know in the comments down below. Also, this is a flip card, and it flips into a magicked card. So we have card collection, and then a magicked card. 4/4 flying vehicle with crew 1. Not bad at all.
No.
You do have to go through the side quest of card collection, but still. And it means that our last rare or mythic of the box is a Jumbo Cactuar. Again, I just don't... I think we've moved away from green at this point, unfortunately, even though this is a pretty cool card. But it is 7 mana as well. And we have some ramp, but not a lot. So anyway, I don't think Jumbo Cactuar is making the cut this time. But behind it, our last foil of the box, unless we have a foil land, I guess, is... Okay, sure.
Wow.
A foil coral. This is a really nice looking foil, actually.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
In a card that I just don't like seeing because I have to pronounce its name. That is gorgeous in foil. Wow. Yeah, you saw it before I did, Amy. Good for you. That is awesome. Wow, I love that background.
Yeah, it's so pretty.
Really, really nice. Behind it, our land is not foil. It is Gone, Town of Ruin. And interestingly, if we wanted to play green, this could help us splash for it. We do have 2 Crossroads Villages as well. But again, with a Zodiark in the deck, I can't see myself doing it. I think I would go black-red, Zodiark, Summon Primal Odin, and Kuja as like the main cards in the deck, so to speak, like the main rare hits. We have Vector Imperial Capital to help us out, and there were a fair number of removal spells and suplex and things like that. So our first art card of the video, of this video. Every other card we opened in this slot was a token, but this is, why can't I remember his name? Lock Cole, that's right, Lock Cole. I forgot about that, as our art card. So in this video, I feel like maybe the best thing we opened was this. This, I may be biased because I haven't seen this card before. And then spoilers, I suppose, if you hadn't watched our other videos. No doubt the best card that we opened in the box value-wise, 100% Sephiroth Fabled Soldier. What a great pickup. Helped massively to help pay us back for buying the box. It was 90% or more of our purchase price. So that helped us get our money back essentially for it.
Great.
Which was quite nice. Always appreciate, you shouldn't open boxes assuming that you're going to get your money back, right? That's not the goal.
Yeah.
But we were doing it for the content and because we enjoy Final Fantasy. We have, again, played through 1.5 of them. It's really 2 of them, but you all only are able to see 1.5 at this point. But you can go check out, like I said, Video Games for All, link in the description down below, to go check out those playthroughs. And we would love to hear your opinions on that in those comments of those videos, if you get the chance. But yeah, we enjoy this franchise, and so we decided to buy a box for ourselves to have this cool experience. And so thank you all very much for joining us for any and all of those these openings that you sat through with us. If you enjoyed it, let us know in the comments down below. We really appreciate it. Feel free to check out all of those links down in the description box below. We have 2 other channels. I mentioned Video Games for All.
And Gluten Free for All.
As well as links to our socials, our Geek for All and Gluten Free for All Instagram accounts. And we have our links to our Discord. And if you're enjoying the things that we're doing and you want to support us further, you can check us out on Patreon. And we really do appreciate it. Thank you so very much. But for now, from us here at the Geek for All family of channels, I have been Joe.
And I'm Amy.
And as we always say, in whichever video of ours you watch next, we will see you all next time. Thanks, everybody.